Yo, what's good? It's your boy No Name coming to you live. It's one of my first videos actually. I have a couple other recorded, but I'm not sure what order all it's going up in yet. Coming at you to go ahead and bring my Zero to Hero challenge from Twitch to YouTube, really integrate it all together. Also, just for these videos, I'm going to be using them as a progress report. Let's talk about what I'm doing though. Zero to Hero in that it's mid league. We're like 4 weeks in at this point, and I spent this entire first month in a private league with my friends. And well, the private league fun is starting to die down. There's some frustration with the fact that I wanted to play a specific build, but I couldn't because in a private league you kind of need to generate the pieces, and I got walled by relic of the pack of all items. That item is dirt cheap in trade, so I was like, fuck it, I'm going to trade. I was fuck it, I might go trade or whatever. So I mentioned to me, my friend in Mission, he was like, yo, you could, you know, instead of just going and making the character, you could first zero to hero it out. It's like, actually record the process, which I think is cool because not only can I show it for you guys, but this will give me something like concrete to look over and look back on. It's just like feedback for myself to get better at it, and maybe like some tips to impart on you guys. But you guys can impart some tips on me from things that you noticed from watching these videos or watching me live over at twitch.tv. No name 619. Link will be in the description box. You know the deal. Um, What's up? Since I was like zero to hero, I hadn't really done one of those. I've only seen them a couple times. I had to think about how I was gonna do it, what build I wanted to do, all all that good stuff, right? So what I ended up on is that I will be playing. That I ended up playing a Glad. We're doing Bleed Bow. You see the puncture in here. We're doing Bleed Bow Glad. Just a nice, simple, fast all arounder with pops to make my mapping more satisfying, as I will be doing some pack size based scaling later on. And I wanted to make sure that I had a build that was capable of handling that. Um, it's a great character for me to pick because I actually just really like this archetype, honestly. So playing this build from the ground up, the goal here is to see how quickly I can start from nothing and generate a mage blood. Like a whole mage blood. Obvious things that I should mention include no, I cannot drop the mage rod on the ground. If I drop one on the ground, I will go put it in a box. I won't sell it until the end of the challenge either. And at the very least, all I'll do with the mage blood is like I'll probably double corrupt it if I'm being honest. Similarly, like apothecary card drops will probably might allow them to count. I don't know because I like depends on where I get them because I if I get them right like super rare anyways. But, like my shot will end up in spending some time in the Crimson Temple, but I don't really want to rely on that too heavily. Um, so that's two, and then three. And actually, I didn't think I was gonna have to mention it, but it like actually came up like yesterday or yesterday. No, tonight. My bad. I'm fried. I've been going all day. It's been a day. Anyways, this actually ended up coming up there. You'll notice it's foiled. I dropped the Aquarian key at killing Gruffgoal in Act 7, and it led to a very fun philosophical thought process of like, do I use it? Do I like open it? Do I sell it? What do I do? I ended up opening it because I said to myself that I can't sell whatever I can't sell it. It's an unrealistic starting point if I just like started with a div and a half on pure chance. Um, because a div and a half would buy damn near all the gear I want on this character anyways. And so I figured I would just go ahead and not do that just because I feel like that would shortcut a very important part of this process that I don't think I can just like, get away with cutting out, at least for my own personal reasons. Now, obviously, on a normal as league start, I sell that goddamn key, rake in the cash, make your character fucking insane. Because like 1.5 div, I'd have a Salem, I'd have Tanu Ahi, I'd have my Mark of Submission, I'd have like a 500 PDPS both minimum. Like I would just be cranked out right now in T1 and T2 maps. So like, and I'd have money left over to buy mapping supplies. Like it would be absolutely absurd. And like what the jump start would actually do monetarily. And maybe I'll like walk through that a little bit here in a moment. But due to the constraints, I was like, I don't think I can just use that for this purpose. Um, so first things first, before I get into rolling through rolling through the character a little bit and talking about yesterday. Let me just show where the character's at right now, power level wise, so that we're all on the same page. Um, just T2 Grotto, which should give you a pretty good idea of where the character is at, but like, you know, watch it work a little bit. So, as I do this map, I have a couple thoughts that I'm just not too happy with. Like, you know, there's things that I could do some work on. Like, the normal packs are dying fine. Even the magic packs take a little bit longer than I would be okay, than I really want them to take. Um, okay, for the sake of it, I'm just gonna charge this as I can show. I cannot do full charges, by the way. I will just get torched. This is a low level bow that actually got a lot of progress from that charge. That was kind of crazy. Leave me alone. Oh, what's that? Okay, hold on. I couldn't get this shit to drop in the private league to save my life, bro, and it just Alright, yeah, so that really beat my ass. And that's just because I don't actually have PDR. As we talk about the character, I'm running Grace as my defensive R instead of Determ. And it just has to do with like my tree is pretty leaned towards either, and I just had more evasions on my gear, so I figured I'd run the better aura and then rely on the flask for PDR. Oh my god. Dude, the way this guy just like flickers around, bro. There we go. Helmet. Man, it took my XP. I could have leveled. Whatever. I'm kind of upset that just dropped there. While I'm just, you know, minding my business, making the video, literally just showing you guys what this character's up to. Which, I mean, you can see this damage is not incredible, but it gets the job done. I will say the single target's actually pretty nice. It's the clear damage that I'm not confident in, which is why I'm not on Rain of Arrows yet. Well, you know, as I get through to the plan a little bit more, I'll talk about that part. Because I want to be on Rain of Arrows for clear. I just think it has better coverage. It'll scale a lot better with pack size, because I can't scale Global Pierce, just due to like the existence of Ensnaring Arrow. Global Pierce is like a bad stat for me, but I really want Pierce. I'm going to use Split Arrow because, you know, Split Arrow has no coverage otherwise. Yeah, like look at the health bar go down. Yeah. You would think from fighting that arrow that I just don't have damage at all, but it's actually there. I just had to like hidden charge snipe, which is a little riskier. It's a part of why I'm thinking about going to Term instead of Grace. Sometimes I just need to be able to actually sit there and take a hit to charge into like 4. I don't know. Whereas I'd really rather be able to charge it to 6, and so I'm like thinking about ways to get my attack speed up some more. That's also kind of an issue. Like right now I'm, you know, so Glad, which is at the Challenger charges. I have Onslaught from, actually it's on kill. It's an on kill effect on my tree. This bow has an on kill effect that I can like work towards unlocking, but it's irrelevant. Overall, a large emphasis put on attack speed. When I go Tiny Ahi, you know, there will be the Adrenaline, which I might not actually go Tiny Ahi, and it's literally only because, or at least I might not go that super long term, because I'm running Ring of Arrows, or running Split Arrow right now. And Split Arrow is not like the greatest skill for triggering Tiny Ahi. You need like a large hit rate to really make Tiny Ahi feel good. I don't have that. My blood rage is down. That's just free damage I'm missing. Look at that. The rare just chases me around. It falls over and dies. Alright, oh, there's still more to 50. It's like it's back here or something. Yeah. Yep. Alright, there we go. That's the map. Okay, so quick check is on what I'm up to. let's talk about like what that means to the character. So we're level 68 now. Actually, I was 69 when I started that, or 67 when I started that, but still 68. So fresh out of Axe, really. Like when I got out, when I finished the stream, we were like maybe an hour out of maps. Not even an hour actually, maybe like 45 minutes. Um, so the gearing is still extremely rough. One of the last things I did before hopping off was actually just to like update my flask armor and so Quicksilver, Jade, Granite, Sulfur. Because I have facing on kill, so I don't think I'd need a there's quartz here. That's opted for damage flask. The suffixes are a little bit of an in progress thing here. I have armor on one. I have armor and movement speed, which are two of my suffixes, but I don't have evasion or shock effect, which are the other two suffixes I usually look for. Just like a thing for me, I always like to go with Soul of Garcon plus a decent roll on the flask on the avoid shock or a reduce effective shock on the flask to combine with shock immunity. Shock just tends to be one of the few things that gets me killed super aggressively early on. And so I usually do it with that. And then obviously we use the Run King for now because being stun locked is the worst feeling in PoE. Just hands down. As far as the tree goes, I actually basically every damage done on my goddamn passive tree, which is really depressing to think about. All the way to Vanquisher, I've got Farsight, you know, Bow Wheel, Bleed. The fact that this is pretty much every damage node is unbelievably depressing. And so it probably means that I will branch up into Veteran Soldier or some other means of getting some more damage, but priority now is actually it's going to be life, because I don't think the tree is why I'm doing no damage. I think it all falls on this bow here. It has only got a 200 top end. Like I could like sneeze and make a citadel, like this citadel I'm sitting on that I need to craft, or this one, like this one right here. I sneezed and got a much better bow. I'm pretty sure my SAS recipe. Actually, hold on. Let's test this theory. Do I have a spare essence lying around that I can use? That's like really bad. Yeah, I do. All right, we're gonna go get a sash. Actually, I probably have a sash in here somewhere, just because like yeah. Sash. What's done? Let's just find out what happens if I were to like actually just make a bow out of this. Yeah, it's already a damage increase. If I were just to make that bow, I could even quality up if I want to. Um, what I'll probably do instead though is I want to use an essence on it because I want this to like actually last a good distance. I don't want to have to be thinking about this again in like 6 years, in like 5 years. I want this to last longer. Um, so that's what I'm like. That's like a major upgrade. It's just gonna be getting a better bow because I got this bow in Act like 8, 7 at level 50. Like yeah, like it was. I want to say it's like late 7. I feel like I got it right before I went into lab. So not a particularly amazing bow, but it works. This quiver is actually pretty nice. I got it from Betrayal. I need to craft life on it. I'm kind of mad it does not have a fizz prefix though. So I will end up getting another quiver. But this is a great suffix set for now. Just resistance attributes are huge for me. Um, a gold amulet with a lot of rip and a lot of life on it. It's flat fizz. I also have this amber amulet that I was thinking about. I don't remember where I put it. Oh yeah, here we go. No, it's not that one. Where the hell did it go? Whatever. All right, it's gone. And then helmet is trash. Chest piece is trash. This is an Act 3 piece. I got this out of like a wall side area or something. This is a early Act 4 piece. Trash. This piece is okay-ish, and even then it's still trash. Got this in like Act 4 or Act 5. These boots are okay, but I could like the gearing could be so much better, right, for my character. So we're very much in the early stages. Um, and between now and the stream, I'll actually probably play a little bit to like work on this gear. Because I don't want to think about this too hard when I'm on stream tomorrow. I want to just blast and start actually getting to work, which kind of brings me to the next point. So talk about what I want to upgrade next on the character, which is damn near everything basically, right? Um, but now as far as the plan goes, I mean the obvious plan is Atlas. We're just gonna blow it up. We're just gonna get the fuck out there. We're gonna get to work, get it done. Um, which like actually as far as how I'm gonna get it done is going to be like natural progression to about T7 is usually fine, and I won't think too hard about it then. At that point, I should be able to have some currency lying around that I won't need for gear upgrades, and I will actually spend it on either on mapping supplies and maps, especially the maps portion, because the biggest wall in progression tends to be map sustain. And I would rather just skip that step altogether by paying for it. Pay a little bit, get some maps, get the map portion taken care of, and then that way I can push my completions up. I can push my actual atlas deeper. The goal for tomorrow's session is to be at least 2 watchstones, if not all 4. And because I feel like that's like I need to look at the price. I haven't looked at the price on boss carries yet to get an idea of if I think I can do it. That's something I tell myself I do in the morning when I woke up. So if I can do the carries, if I can just get the carries tomorrow night, that'd be great as well. Just get it all taken care of in one good swoop. If not, then maybe like off stream or something, I'll get it done because we will be. I want to be fully stoned up and ready to go by day 3 or by the 3rd stream. So that's like the general gist. So it's just big Atlas moves, as well as just general character upgrading is the next thing. Really hitting that stride and the character progression point. One of the first upgrades I'm gonna buy tomorrow, like if we're talking about like upgrade priority, I know that the first upgrade I'm buying tomorrow is marker submission. When I buy a marker submission, it's a cheap res gear. Because I really this ring is doing almost nothing. I could take this ring off actually, and I'm pretty sure my resins don't change. Yeah, my resins are still capped. So a marker submission is going to be the first thing I buy. It's just a massive increase to your single target, or that's single target clear speed. Um, in terms of being able to apply Volt, it's just a large amount of damage to all of those mobs that aren't instant dying, and that's like kind of my biggest concern with the character. I actually have very little concerns with my single target, weirdly enough. I'm just really concerned about my ability to actually clear mobs quickly before they pop. Um, and so changes that can get in the way of that are what I'm looking for. That's like the biggest thing, and then after that, it's just that some rest gear, and I'll probably pick up Tiny Ahi before I pick up a Salem. I don't actually think I need a Salem anytime soon. I feel like this snipe will actually carry me for a long time, as long as I get a bow. So it's market submission, Tanya Ahi, bow, res gear. It's kind of the thought process. Get a real fucking chest piece, like stuff like that. Just getting like I should have mentioned like +2 socketed duration gems is so irrelevant. I just like literally saw corrupted foreling early on. I was like, yeah, this is good for now. Push the character that way. As far as like how we're gonna push out on the tree, we're just gonna like I'm just gonna go grab like shrine stuff. It's generally it's shrine stuff into sustain, sustain, up, stream, more sustain, and then we are ready to hit the wandering path point. Because the biggest thing about the strat for sustaining it, for getting what I want to do early, is I just literally want to have maps, both generated for myself, and then as I transition into map like T14 plus, like it'll be for other people. Um, that's gonna be one of my first currency sources. One of the big source of currency for me early on is going to be maps, especially Conquerors, and Guardians. If you guys are aware, the rates of Conquerors and Guardians are extremely favorable at the moment. And I checked yesterday, but I have to look again right now. But when I checked yesterday, they were at approximately a div per set of Conquerors and like 0.4 div for a set of Shaper and Elder Guardians, which is amazing, at least for my current state of currency. That's just free money. That's just like free every time I drop something. Um, so we use a wandering path tree to maximize those benefits alongside just getting my getting my watch list taken care of, getting some extra influence maps ran so that I can get some currency generated out of it, so on and so forth. And so that's the overarching plan that we're going for here. And so, let's do one thing. One, if you liked the video, please go ahead and leave me a like. I no doubt it's going to help me. I don't really know for sure yet, right? We're just getting started, but I hear it a lot, so I assume it helps, right? So, yeah. Leave a like if you like the video. You know, subscribe to the channel. Turn up the bell on if you want to get notifications when each of these go live. I should expect one of these videos each day up until about day 5. And note, if you're hearing this, I'm live. At least, well, at the time of posting, I should say, at the time of posting, I am live on Twitch. Again, twitch.tv. So it'll be in the description box. As well as, you know, come hang out in the Discord. For notifications, you know, and then also if there's any additional information that we'll talk about between streams or anything, that's where it'll end up being at. So, you know, come hang out there as well. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the stream. And I'll be back tomorrow with another update. Peace.